Welcome in. We're going to be howling at the moon tonight. And we should be, shouldn't we? It is rocking and rolling in Bye Bye City Late. You can't imagine the feeling of being tossed around like a rag doll. Oh my goodness. Anime, well, maybe you could imagine being tossed around like a rag doll because you're so little. I do apologize. I'm so bad. Anna G. Riddell John God Des channel is in the house. Nicole is here. I can be such an idiot. Helium, Jorlyn, gotcha. Yenarine, standing by. Terry Shaylee, how are you, B? I know what you're all waiting for. Let's do this. You're all waiting for the early bird draw. Let's get that underway. Let me just find my way. For you folks that are in the north, you have no idea what we're going through down here. Perhaps you do, because you have been getting smacked around by typhoons and tropical storms and the like for the last few weeks, like it is never ending. That can't be a fun experience. Oh, let's go head over to the fill-in station in BGC or Makati after the show. How about that, Des? Ramir is here. JC Vlog in the house. Anna G. And Anime Reyes is ready to go. All right, let's get it underway. You guys know the rules, right? I've got the divots in here. I've got the little tiny bingo balls in here. I'm shaking them up. I have certified that there are bingo balls in here from 1 to 35. When you see start in the chat, we're going to do the early bird draw for 333 pesos. 333. You might be a winner tonight, Pressy Manzanero or Lorraine Pajares. You might be a winner. So when you see start appear in the chat, I want you to choose a number between 1 and 35. And the person that's first up in the chat to choose the number that is drawn from this bottle between 1 and 35 could be the winner. All right, let's go. 20 million people in the house. Let's get this show underway. But please, only guess once. That's all you got is one guess. Oh, Lorena. Oh, my gosh. A couple of you chose the same number. I think I saw Ramir's number in there. Number 10, right? Who else? Let's go, 20 people. All right. I think everybody has voted. All right. Are you ready? Rona Assis is in the house. I'm going to put in the stop command any moment now, as soon as I can get my fingers working. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Jerry is here. Beth Beltran. Who else do we have? Chrissy Mama, Griselda's in the house. Good evening, good evening. So let's talk about this earthquake thing for a second though before we draw this number out, right? So we're down here, we weren't expecting to get, well, I kind of was because I watched Stefan Burns and he said the gravitational forces that we're going through right now dictate that we will get another large earthquake. But we've had several in the past couple of weeks. And I don't think we're through the earthquake window. I'm not sure whether we are or not, but in order to find out more information, go to Stefan Burns' YouTube channel. That's Stefan Burns, Burns, and find out because he's talking about these earthquakes in the Philippines. Now he's nowhere near the Philippines. So this is the really strange thing about this, right? And that is that he talks about it like it's a far distant planet. That's the way that he talks about it. There was an earthquake in the Philippines today, a big one. Oh yeah, no kidding. I'm still shaking. I think we just had an aftershock just a few seconds ago. I could be wrong, but I was in the restroom a moment ago and doing my business. Then all of a sudden, things started to shake again, just mildly, just sort of a very subtle. So I'm not sure. I mean, who could validate that? It probably was just an aftershock from that big one. But you notice how I did that live stream, a few seconds after the earthquake happened. And I said, hey, this one it feels like it's a new one, not an aftershock from the Cebu earthquake. And I was absolutely correct about that. So if you want to find out more about why this is happening, Ramil Guapo, go over to Stefan Burns' channel and he will explain everything. Okay, let's pull that number out of a hat. All right. By the way, you're in the toilet with Dan. I hope you don't mind. I put a couple of air fresheners up just in case. Just in case. I don't mean to offend anyone at all. All right, I have a number. Oh yeah, we have other things to do tonight, don't we? We certainly do. Okay, I have a number. And it is number 12 came up. Number 12. 1, 2. Do we have a winner? Did anyone choose number 12? Remember, it's one person, one guess, only one guess, no ninja channels, no nothing, no nonsense. Shalini is here. Shalini, is this another change of the channel name? Let me see. Who else stepped into my office just a second ago? John is here. We finally got that squared away. John 13. Nicole. All right. So my favorite people in the whole world are here. Oh, what? Your main account was deleted. Who did that? Who did that? I thought I was the only one under attack. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. All right, let's see. Oh, congrats. What? Nicole, did you win? Wait a minute. Nicole is a winner. Here I am sleeping on the job. Nicole is the winner with number 12. Nicole has won with number 12. 333 pesos. Now, Nicole, if you want that 333 pesos, then you have to send me your GCASH account number in the chat. And after this live stream, I will promptly send out your winnings. So just put it on a separate line all by itself because I'm lazy Dan, not lazy Larry. All I have to do is just, copy and paste into the GCASH. Kim, Austria is here. Folks, I'm saddened by learning about this. I'm celebrated on one side and then saddened on the other, because today would have been when it hits Friday in the States. I don't know what time that is. I think probably it's already Friday. It will be Mr. Beck, the Mac Daddy's birthday. Some of you probably have noticed that his Facebook page is still up. So it sent out that reminder to wish Mr. Beck, the Mac Daddy, a happy birthday. And of course, as everybody knows, he left us a few months ago. And so, but still, I sent him birthday wishes. So anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge that. And maybe you might send a prayer his way. I'm sure he's having a good old time wherever he's at. He's a jolly fellow. And it is Christmas time. That's right. It's Edward D. Beck's birthday. Thank you, South Texan Jerry. Appreciate it. JoJo is here. All right. So now what's the next thing we have to do? Oh, I want to talk about something. That's right. So here's what's going on as far as November. What's going on in the November giveaway? November, we are going to be giving away 13,000 pesos. And I think that's going to happen, Beth Beltran, right somewhere in the middle of November. So that'll give 26 people the opportunity to bring home 500 pesos that may or may not help out a little bit with Christmas dinner. So it's probably going to happen right as close to the middle of the month as we possibly can. And Mike, married, thanks for joining us. Happy birthday to my Asawa LV, who is 29 tomorrow morning. I am in love with you, baby. Happy, happy birthday. And so we have Mike's beautiful wife, and we have the late Edward D. Beck. We wanted to acknowledge his birthday also. And of course, happy birthday to all October birthdays. So, and a few Novembers too. Advance. Just in case I forget to say that in November. So where was I? Oh, so we're going to be giving away 13,000 pesos in 500 peso increments, which means if you take, I'm lousy at math, but if you take 13,000 and you divide it by 2 or 500, let's see, how many winners will that give us? Will that give us 26? Will that give us 26 winners? Oh, who? Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, I know. It was felt. Listen, you'd think we'd be far enough away, but we're only a 1-hour flight away from Davao City from here as the crow flies, So probably a little less from Tacloban, Leyte. So, I mean, we ain't that far away, and, earthquakes travel fast. So it was like this. Let me take a moment to explain what it was like. I know some of you felt it, not way up there where Anime is. I doubt that you felt it. But it was kind of like this. Viana Cañas is here, by the way. Oh, Shalini. I thought we already took care of. Yeah, we did take care of you. So it was like a rolling motion that went on and on. So I happened to be in the easy chair near the door, and we beat feet towards the door. Of course, I do what a lot of Filipinos do. Earthquake, earthquake, we're having an earthquake. I don't know why I shouted that this time. I was Get out of the house. Get off the porch. Get out there on the road where you can't get hit by coconuts or other flying debris. So we moved out there and it was rolling and rolling and rolling. And it seems like it went on forever. Mildred is in the house. It seems as though it went on forever. So anyway, I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't like human suffering in general, particularly when I'm the one doing the suffering. So remember that. Do not cause Dan to suffer. Dan doesn't like it. I cry easily for other people. I hate human suffering. I don't like to see people get hurt in any kind of way, you know? And so it's hard to watch the videos that are coming out. Get out on the road, but look for traffic first. Yeah, don't run into traffic and get hit by a bus coming by a jeepney or one of those suicide vans. That's a good point. Kylie is here. Rodell Jean God is in the house. Look both ways before crossing the street. By the way, we hit a chicken today. It wasn't really our fault. The chicken just decided to randomly run into the middle of the road at the same exact time as we were driving. We were driving by, and it looked to me like the chicken was okay. I looked for the chicken in the rearview mirror of the van, and I saw, well, feathers. I saw tail feathers flying all over the place. Then I saw the chicken, right? And then behind it, the chicken's owner chasing the chicken across the street. It's amazing the kind of things that you will see and experience here in the wonderful Philippines. Yeah, so we've been getting nailed by these earthquakes. Now, okay, so now I went over the contest that's coming up in November. I'll send you reminder notices. I don't want you to miss out. And then we have this happening probably the first week of December is what I'm thinking. Mike says the earthquake affected the chicken scrambled its eggs. That chicken scrambled its eggs. Wah, 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 wah. All right. Oi. Oh, I got the piggy. He's heavy. It's time to stuff the pig. Now, you know how this is going to work, right? You know what's going on with the piggy. Hello, piggy. Hello, Mr. Piggy. And I can't throw my voice. I'm a very lousy ventriloquist. Oink, 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 oink. See, trying to throw my voice to the pig. Oink, 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 oink. Talk about corny, right? Right, Beth? All right, let's stuff this piggy. And then that first week of December, I think I'll be giving you instructions on where to send your guests. Not your guest. I don't want to feed your guest. Your guest at how much? That's too much fucking. Yeah. That's ice water, Mike. You know, that is ice water. I'm about 4 hours clean and sober. Irene and Irish is in the house. Oh man, I love it when Irene and Irish shows up. All right, here's the piggy. Oink, 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 oink. And we're gonna stuff it with the money. Oh yeah, let's be generous. Let's be generous. Miss Minch is here. Did I mention that Miss Minch is here? All right, here we go. We're starting off with coins. Coins. I'm not going to show you everything because you're going to have to guess how much money is in the pig anyway. I'm not showing you how much I'm putting in there. Why would I do that? Let's be generous to the pig today. The pig was frightened. I can't explain exactly what the pig did that caught my attention. 4 hours clean. Thank you so much. Here we go. That'll be 4. I think I'm only going to make it to 5 hours clean, and then we're heading out to the club, Mike. It's Friday night. Here we go. Some of these with the little thing around it. You guys know what these are, right? I think I mentioned this before, but in case you forgot what I said. So these fit the cola machine in the States. And so what I used to do is on trips to the Philippines, I would gather up these coins, as many as I could carry. We'd take them home. Yes, I did do it. Yes, I did. I'm confessing. I'm confessing on live YouTube. I would take these. They were the exact shape of a quarter in the US. So if you went to the old school pop machine and you dropped 3 of these in there, it would dispense a soda. So of course these are only worth what? 5 pesos, 15 pesos. You drop 3 of them in there. How much is that in US coin? Do you put centavos in the pig? Well, maybe, I don't know. No, I just throw them on the street, Mike, like everybody else. Nobody, they're usually there right where I left them the next day. Nobody wants them. So here, you put 3 of these in the machine, right? And so then it was very dishonest. I'd get a Coke or a Pepsi, whatever I wanted. Then I'd invite all my friends over and I'd say, "Hey, you want a Coke? Sure, Dan, thanks. You're so generous." Of course, I would be hiding my thumb, on the coin so they wouldn't see that it was a 5 peso Filipino coin, right? So I did this for months and months, and then one day I come and I see a sign on the soda machine, and it says, "Who's ever putting 5 peso Filipino coins in this machine, if I catch you, I'm gonna pull your tongue out by the roots. If I catch you, I'm gonna yank your tongue out." And that was pretty much enough for me to stop doing it. Of course, then I tracked the owner. I tracked the owner of the machine down. I felt so bad about it. And I eventually paid up, I figured I'd gotten at that point maybe $40 or $50 in American money worth of soda. It's a terrible thing. Listen, I thought it was funny at the time. It was very naughty. It was very naughty, but I made amends. I paid up. I said, he was not even mad, the owner of the machine. I went up, I said, "I do apologize for stealing from you. Here's your money." And he didn't forgive me. He didn't do anything. He just sort of shook his head. He gave me that disgusting Dan look. "I'm disgusted with your behavior." Oh, wait. I put way too much money in here so far. Oh, I forgot to put the bills in. That's right. Listen, I'm not going to show you how much money that I'm putting in here. I'm just going to fold it up and stuff it inside the pig, okay? It's going to be there waiting for the winner to claim it on that first week of December. That's when we'll do it, because that'll give you enough time, Jalen, to go shopping for your loved one. So I'm just folding it up like this. And now remember, we started early. Larice is here. Good evening, Larice. How are you? You have such generous sponsors. Have you ever gone to one of Larice's giveaways? She gives away truckloads of money. As a matter of fact, Griselda, there are winners in here tonight. People that are winning money all over the place. I think that you don't even have to work if you just show up to everybody's giveaway, especially this time of year, because folks, they tend to be very, very generous. All right. So that's it for stuffing the pig. And I'm telling you, this thing, it must weigh at least 50 pounds by now because I am struggling to lift that bad boy up on my lap. Oh, there you go, the Christmas decorations. Man, Minnie was kind enough to decorate the studio for us today. There they are up there. That's a nice color. All right, so what's next up? What's next up? We talked about earthquakes. Oh, the house build. Yeah, so things are going kind of okay, except that we were wrapping up the pouring of the floor or the slab the other day. What ended up happening is it started raining and pouring. Des knows because Des was hanging around. I'm sure Des was up the street at her place when it started pouring the other night. And you know, it's amazing. Here we are wrapping up. It was dark too, so this was no fun doing this concrete pour because it not only were we pouring the concrete, but it was also pouring rain. And so I was looking up going, thank you. Thanks a lot. We got to get this thing done. But when I woke up this morning, went out there to inspect, this was last night, Des. I think we got rained on. Anyway, it turned out okay. When I came out about 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning, I was up very, very early. I remember seeing a couple of you online too. That's right. I remember seeing 2 or 3 of you. So you were also up early. I don't know why. Maybe you have young babies or young children that you have to get up and feed early in the morning. Let's see. But anyway, I went out there to check it out and everything. Yeah, it was not too long, thankfully, right, Des? It just kind of like it was a thunderstorm that passed right through. I would say within an hour and a half, it was done, right? But the damage had already been done. No, I was just going to say, I worried about it. And then Griselda, I went out there to check on it this morning. Everything was fine. It was curing just fine. So now we're starting to put the walls up. As many of you know, I'm not using hollow block. And so as you see the walls start to form, I'm using concrete forms. There's a difference. There's a big, huge difference. It's not hollow block. That's the biggest difference. They're actually Vianacanyas. They're concrete held together by wire on both sides. And they're about what? 3 feet. They're this big. 3 feet. What is that? 1 meter. They're bigger than a hollow block. And they're finished. They're finished on the outside already. Main gaze here. What that means is all you have to do is mix your concrete and then pour it in there. And so you just, as you go along, you just pour. You set your concrete form, you fill it up with concrete, you go to the next one and you do the same thing. So this goes up very, very quickly. And so by tomorrow, we'll probably have one side or two sides of these concrete walls already up. And so I wasn't mentally prepared to go shopping for doors and windows already. But guess what? I better mentally prepare myself over the weekend because come Monday, the foreman said, we need to go over to City Hardware because I'm ready for the doors and the windows. And I know what's coming next. As we make our way up the walls, we will be putting in the air conditioning systems. And those are going to be the window mount. But I want to get them tight in there. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to put styrofoam around the edges. I want them to be tightly sealed, So that means that we will be putting the concrete forms, we'll be wrapping them around the air conditioner. Now, the rough plumbing is already in. The rough electrical is already in. Yahoo! They were working for 2 days straight. Can you imagine? 2 days only? That's it. Only 2 days. 2 days to run rough plumbing and electrical, and boom, you're ready to build the walls around it. And then the guys will be back in 2 days because I think that's how long it'll take to get those concrete forms up and to the point where we're all set to put the outlets in and all that other stuff. Man, the only thing that I worry about is, will the workers understand that they're already finished, that these concrete forms are already a finished product and they don't need to be rendered? You're not going to see some guy with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth like this, going like this, right? Like this. Ah, dish, 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 rendering the walls. You won't see it. You won't see a guy. Will they understand it? Because I could see the look in their eyes already, right? The look in the crew's eyes is like, I can hardly wait to render these walls. No, there's going to be no rendering of the walls. You just rendering of the seals, maybe using something like concrete epoxy. I still have to talk to the engineer to find out how that works. And then a little sanding, and then the wall is ready to paint. And that happens both on the inside and the outside of the house. And then wait till you see what happens on the top. So you know how we put rebar, we did traditional foundation, but when we get to the top, we're going with steel beams to tie those columns, the support columns together, right? So if you could picture this, each one of my fingers is a column. And then you, oh, wait a minute, I ran out of hands. Then you just lay an I-beam across two of them, right? And you weld them into position using the rebar. So once you weld those into position, then you formed what's called the, well, you guys call them tie beams. But I think in the United States, they're called ring beams because they form the ring around the roof line, right? So you tie all the columns together by using I-beams. And so that was a little bit unusual. That was a little bit unusual because, of course, they want to put traditional tie beams up there, which would take a long time, you know, and there's no reason why not to use metal up there, you know, because metal and concrete is compatible. A lot of you may not know this, right? But I learned this from reading. That wood and metal are not compatible. You can't connect wood to metal. They don't like each other. The molecules don't like each other. They don't get along. So stuff happens. I don't know exactly what happens. They start to deteriorate. The wood does, right? But you can marry concrete to steel. And I learned that from reading it somewhere, but I can't tell you where I read it. If you'd like to fact check me on that, go to my favorite AI, favorite artificial intelligence site, which is ChatGPT. A lot of you use them, and they will probably tell you the same thing. You can marry concrete and metal together, but not wood and metal. Okay. December is when you're going to be in Lagoon and Pangasinan. That's a fine time to visit. All right. Now, we're ready to draw. We're ready to do the second draw. Now, you guys know the rule. Everybody in here knows the rules, right? Don't try and double dip. No ninja accounts allowed. You just choose a number between 1 and 35, put it in the chat, and we draw it out of this light bulb right here. And if you were the first one to put the number that came out of this light bulb in the chat, then you win. But Nicole is already a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So Nicole is probably counting her money already. But the rest of you can guess, but don't guess the winning number that Nicole chose, and that was number 12. Okay, number 12 is out of play. All right, it's already been chosen by Nicole. It's over here somewhere in my ceramic tray. All right, are you ready to play? There's Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Are you guys ready to play? I'm ready to play. When I put start into the chat next to our channel name, you may start guessing a number between 1 and 35, but don't choose 12 because Nicole already won using that number. You may guess at will as soon as you see start appear in the chat. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Do 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 do. One guess only. If there's 33 people in the house, then there should only be 33 guesses. All right. What? An ad? An ad came up. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to skip my own ad. Ah, that didn't work. I hate when that happens. Skip. We're back. Ads. Thank God for ads. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. All right, we're going to enter the stop command any second now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You only get one guess, Miss Cindy. All right, here we go. Stop. All right, let's pick a number out of here. Well, we got a winner, John Ray, on the early bird draw, and so I'm kind of hoping that we get another winner right here on this one. Yes, Cindy, behave yourself, okay? Void. Don't void yourself. Don't cancel yourself. We like you. We like you being here, so don't cancel yourself. All right, I got the winning number here. Number 27. There you go, number 27. Do we have a winner with number 27? 27. Let's see. Dan probably knows Techgo is roof in Spanish. Not really. My Spanish is lousy. Who won? What? Pressy won? Did I predict that or what? Are you kidding me? Pressy Manzanero won. Are you guys serious? I was just messing around. I didn't know that Pressy Manzanero was going to win. That's Pressy Manzanero. Congratulations, Poe. That's very, very exciting. You know, I was gonna talk about some other things, but it just doesn't feel right to lecture you about credit cards and all this other stuff. I think I will anyway. There goes everybody for a moment. Let me just take a couple of seconds here to talk about credit cards. It makes it even sweeter when you win, Pressy. Congratulations. So, in the United States, that's the only example that I could give you because I see these commercials coming out on YouTube and other places, other social media platforms that are introducing you to actual credit cards, right? You know, the ones that could get you into trouble when you go and spend money and then you got no money to pay them back every month. Next thing you know, you're in deep. Instead of concentrating on feeding your kids, you're now concentrating on paying off your credit card debt. I ran into a little factoid that I would like to share with you. LV, 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 LV. You're number one, not number two. Don't ever change. Never, 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 never. Yahoo! LV's got a giveaway coming up. What are you going to give away, LV? LV Rose? When is your giveaway? Anyway, I'm sure it's going to be before Christmas. November, December, probably. So, anyway, yeah, don't do it. Cash is king. Cash is king. Oh, November 10th. There you go. November 10th for LV's giveaway. Be there or be square, as they say. Support LV any kind of way. Find her a man if she doesn't already have a man, or a woman if she goes that direction. I can't believe that. Yeah, don't ever get one, Mike. It took me a long time to learn this lesson. But oh my God. I do apologize, LV. I think it's the earthquake that's making me do it. But here's the thing. Oh my gosh, did you feel it? LV, you're down there, aren't you in Mindanao? LV, what happened during the earthquake? Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you live in a bamboo house or a concrete hollow block house? It didn't collapse, did it? Because if it did, we'll have to start an LV fund. I'm dizzy too. I am dizzy. I'm telling you. It takes a few days for the brain to get back to center. Well, never my brain. Most people's. Nanang Sexy is here. Yeah, don't do it. Folks, come in here and yell that to the Philippines. Do not do it. It's a trap. So I just want to share one factoid with you before we go on to find out if we're going to have a third pick or have a third winner tonight. So you may or may not be surprised. You may already know this, but U.S. households on average have 21,000 American dollars in credit card debt. I would say that an average income, an annual household income for someone living in the United States is somewhere between $60,000 and $70,000 per year. You can fact check me on ChatGPT if you'd like. So what would that mean if you're servicing $21,000 in debt on a $60,000 to $70,000 annual salary? Well, it means that you probably aren't going to eat very well during that year that you're servicing the debt. A lot of people, they just make the minimum monthly payments on that credit card. They are enslaved forever. So if you have one of those evil things, just take that bad boy, hold it up to the heavens and say, I hope this works. And then take a great big pair of scissors and cut that bad boy right down the middle and then chop it up into tiny little bite-sized pieces. Throw that, burn it, flush it, do whatever you have to do to get it out of your sight. Get it out of your sight, get it out of your life, because you are stealing from your children's future. Dan, did you know that today is International Short Filipina Day? The winner is Miss LV. Most people I know, average yearly household income is between 30K and 65K. Yeah, can you imagine carrying around $21,000 in credit card debt, American money? Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, if you're 5 feet flat, I probably have met a few Filipinos that are a little bit shorter than that in my time. So 5 feet even is not doing too bad. All right. This has all been fun. Let's get on with it. We're 45 minutes into the live stream. I'm probably not going to be hanging around for very much longer because I'm still dizzy. Dizzy Dan is what they've been calling me all day. They were laughing at me when I was outside, but I noticed one or two construction workers were hanging on to a poured column for dear life. They weren't also using that to support the roof of the house. They were also using it to support themselves so they didn't fall over from this earthquake. It was a rolling earthquake. Kind of went doot, 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 doot. I think the magnitude out there in the ocean off Davao was something like 7.6. It was a monster. The island of Leyte, we're getting tossed around like a rag doll, for crying out loud. We got hit from the north. We got hit from the south, all within 2 weeks. Plus, all the aftershocks. You know what's really bizarre about this? During that period of time, they had the concert in Sacramento, California, and the concert is called Aftershock. I'm shocked. A 21 case and a single man living in the Philippines. They probably have 3 or 4 Filipino visitors per week. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, Jerry. Not at all. Not at all. You know how to get them to come over to your house, right, Jerry? You're an expert at this, right? You say, would you like to come over and watch TV? Oh, that reminds me of something too. That reminds me of something. That's how you get them in your living room. What I'll be doing, folks. Yeah, they take earthquakes with a smile on their face, right? Yeah, the earlier one was hella strong, folks. God ain't playing. All right, I'm just letting you know. But here's the thing, right? Here's what I want to talk about. I have a video that I'm working on, right? And really, it's a lot of fun to watch some of these female YouTubers that like to tackle the nasty subjects, right? How should I say it? And put up the titles, things like how to get your Filipina to drop her panties, right? So what I'm going to be doing is, I know. So here's what I'm going to be doing, right? I'm going to be gathering all the titles of the videos, the names of the videos that some Filipinos, not you, not anybody in here, used to get clicks, right? I know there's a joke in there somewhere. I'll just keep it to myself, right? We're going to call it the panty dropper video, right? In other words, if you go and you look, all the comments are from men, right? Single, married, doesn't matter. Young, old, doesn't matter. It's to get clicks, right? The 5 ways to get your Filipina to drop her panties. And then it gives you it starts with the least favorite. And then until it gets to the number one thing. Take them to Jollibee. Really? Come on. Who are you kidding? You're telling me that Chicken Joy has a whole other meaning? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And so I'm going to share that with you because you will laugh. You will laugh. I'm sure you're going to laugh as hard as I did at some of the the crap that they're spewing that works. Why is that? Why is that? They're playing to the fantasies going on in the man's head, right? And so all they do is grab those old videos and they just replay them over and over again. And so I'm going to put together, I don't know, some of my favorites, right? And now I'm going to share those titles with you and then maybe even who's behind them. Listen, let me ask you guys a question. Whatever happened to, videos where Filipinas used to climb coconut trees? Whatever happened to those? I would still watch those. Oh, you don't think I can climb a coconut tree? I can climb a coconut tree. Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. Don't you think? So that's what I've been thinking about. I think I'm going to do it. All these subjects, the Fuente sister vlog, Smart Filipina, maybe even one or two from the Filipina P. And I'm going to do the reaction video, right? Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble. I'll probably have to go ask Minnie for permission before I do it. So anyway, that's coming. That's going to be coming very soon. All right, let's do the last draw. It's time. Doggone it. So for everybody here, if you want a chance at winning pesos 333, just choose a number between 1 and 35 and put it in the chat when you see start next to our channel name. And if you're the first person who puts that number in the chat, then you have an opportunity to win that 333, as long as there's no disputes. Oh, I hate disputes. Mike says, my Asawa still climbs coconut trees and mango trees. Doggone it, you have a great woman there. Yes, you do, Mike. So now, we already have Nicole as winner number 1, Presi Manzanero winner number 2, and the numbers they chose were 12 and 27, which means, by the way, that 12 and 27 are no longer in here in the smart bulb. So you have to choose a number between 1 or 35 that is not a 12 or a 27. When you see start appear in the chat, you may start guessing your favorite number between 1 and 35, but not 12 or 27. If you choose those numbers, we're just going to laugh at you. 37 million people in the house. Thanks for joining us. Miro Ladisla is here. Lainey, it's nice to see you, Lainey. John Ray is here. How are you, John Ray? Marianne Robotic is in the house. All right, 37 people. I should have 37 guesses. I'm going to enter the stop command in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you see stop, stop guessing. The guessing part of the program is over. All right, let's get to it. How are you, Lainey? All right, sounds good. Sounds like I mixed them up very well. I have a number. Oh, it's a shocking number too. It is number 23. 23. There it is. 23. Do we have number 23? Do we have a winner? Let's see. 23. Kim, Austria. Yay, Kim. You are the winner. The last winner of the day, of the live stream. So, Kim, do I have your GCASH number? So send me in the private message GCASH number. If you need to get a hold of somebody, Anna Mae would be the person I recommend if you need to get a hold of me through chat messenger. So let's see. I think Minnie has been working on decorating the Christmas tree again. Let me see if she's available to say hello and goodbye. Hang on. Let me find her. Minnie. They want to see you. Mike Married is here from Canada. Anna Mae, Kim, Austria is here.
Sir Mike.
Hi. Oh, wait. Here.
From Canada.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh my God.
All right.
Hi, Anna Mae.
How was the earthquake? How did you like the earthquake?
Oh my gosh, the earthquake is crazy here.
It's crazy. It's just like this. I'm so dizzy. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next live stream. We'll get this money out as long as I have. Oh, look. Larissa's saying hello.
Hi, Larissa.
As long as I have that GCASH address, I'll be sending that money out. If not, actually, you should send it to me anyway. Send it to us anyway. Yeah, be safe, not sorry. We'll see everybody. We'll see everybody. We'll see everybody on the next one. Bye. Bye. We're out.